headache, but I managed to reach Peacock Flat and I'm ready to scout more terrain. Let's go for a dip. They told me to find new paths. They never said they had to be on land, so down the river we go. I'm riding the current like a Pacific salmon. Blimey, got a couple of them fish stuck on my back seat. Hang on, guys. My little friends on the back seat have made the supreme sacrifice. I completely forgot to throw them back in the water. Oh, this is heartbreaking. That path is magnificent, though. It's got everything off-roading addicts crave. I mean, just look at these caves. Aren't they just the dog's bollocks? The festival people are going to need a proper all-rounder to handle this brilliant path. Well, that's decided. I'm giving away my own trusty old Defender for that race. It's a little banged up, but it's the most reliable machine there is and a great companion. I can see on my map there's a passage up north. Looks like an easy downhill straightaway. Perfect way to avoid a detour. Oh, I take back what I said. Seems like all the off-road tracks on this island lead to beaches. Well, I suppose that's what you'd expect on an island, and it's actually perfect for our next path. Damn! Lost half my ruddy supplies in the river. But I still have the fish. You didn't die for nothing, lads.
A few turbulent experiences. Well, trust me when I tell you that there is more to come. Well, you've already had your SSV experience in the first race. you're going to challenge yourself even more in the time attack with a maxi buggy, the Peugeot 3008 DKR. This vehicle is elevated like a tractor, but weighs about as much as a Ferrari Stradale. I don't see how you could not have fun with it.
Entry 3. My pursuit of the best trails has led me to the North Shore. Motorfest wants a crazy race with all the trimmings. Once again, I'm going to give them their money's worth. Wild, rocky beaches are a real challenge. There's no single right path. Adventurers have to use their instincts and find the optimal way to exploit the terrain. I must admit, I wouldn't mind a vehicle with softer suspension than my old Defender right now. Back on white sand. The terrain should get less rocky from now on. June's in sight. It's gonna be bumpy. Now that's hairy ground if ever I saw it. A resort. Civilization. Don't mind me, friends. I'm just passing through. Enjoy your virgin pina coladas. I made a right mess of their garden. Nah, they'll just send a bill to Motorfest. So, let's talk vehicles. What can I recommend here? It's gotta be an official rally raid survivor, a car with real guts, something French maybe. They do make some nice machines across the channel. How about the Peugeot 3008 DKR? Sturdy, V6 bi-turbo, dynamic. Pierce, you old devil, you've done it again. That's the perfect choice. Figured out. This trek is gonna leave you gobsmacked.
Was quite a sizzle reel you created, driver. You take to these wild runs like a duck to water. Speaking of which, I'm getting forecast updates as we speak, and it doesn't look good for the next event. That's funny. Pretty much the same weather Pierce experienced as he was scouting that very part of the field. Pierce's colourful commentary will clue you in on what I mean. We're getting close. Get ready for a little jeep ride through some particularly adventurous and wet terrain. Better wear your raincoat.
Entry 4. As I speak, the weather's rainy as hell. Reminds me of good old Berkshire. Her Leywood's fields are as muddy as can be. I'm looking for hidden waterfalls. Hopefully, there'll be like a small oasis for the festival adventurers halfway through this intense championship. Motor Fest, the Rubicon with its rugged four-wheel drive underpinnings is a good option for this kind of terrain. Wait, it doesn't have a roof though. According to my map, I need to go... yes, that's it, towards Waimea Mountains. Has taken a turn for the worse. It's like a blimmin' monsoon here. Can't see a bloody thing. Ah, here they are. I finally found these waterfalls. Got to say, I was expecting something bigger. Now going through a series of curves on a downhill slope. It's a slippery ride, but my old Defender is holding up well. I spoke too soon, I'm stuck. Come on, you old wreck. Show me what your V8 is made of. Had to throw some weight overboard, but I'm finally out of this mess. Hopefully the compact Rubicon should hold better in the same conditions. Whoa, I'm finally through. Gotta find a dry spot to make camp for the night. This rain is a real pain in the backside.
All over with the rain, but the fields are still wet. Just the right amount of mud for motorcycling fun. Set up for an all KTM race. I'll let you find out for yourself why he made that choice. with the race driver, the track is a real treat, wide and free of traps.
Log, entry 5. My last supplies got stolen by some wild animal last night. I cannot believe this. On the bright side, the rain has eased off and the dirt roads are much more passable now. Currently going down the hill. A nice fun ride in the morning with some fun and easy turns. I'll be reaching the wide expanse of Central pretty soon. I should get a whole different topology down there. Let's see how it looks. I am. I was right. Wide open countryside tracks. Guaranteed fun. Reminds me of riding motocross in the West Berks fields as a young lad with my cousins. Great stuff. Well, this is what it's gonna be then. A nice open mud playground for some fellow bike lovers to ride to their heart's content. Now, what kind of bike could they give the adventurers? I remember a superb customized KTM in the garage of the festival PR. I didn't quite catch her name. Mula? Honestly, head like a sieve. Well, anyway, she had a hell of a bike. A 450 EXC. Probably the best power-to-weight ratio four-stroke I've ever seen. That's it, I got you. Don't know why that's sending me loopy. I've got to be careful. I haven't eaten in a while and Mother Nature might be starting to mess with my mind. I can feel my energy running dangerously low.
This is not the last time you'll be handling bikes in this playlist. But right now, you're going for another rugged ride with another four-wheeled vehicle. Also, it's going to be a night one, so keep your eyes peeled. Almost there, driver. Commentary track on. And well, please keep in mind that what you hear in these audio tracks are authentic, spontaneous reactions of our specialist, recorded in the heat of the moment and shared with you for a truly authentic experience.
log, entry 6. The night is dark and troubling. I've been running on an empty stomach for days now. And tonight, the mighty forces of Hawaii may get me after all. Ominous plants and lurking beasts, thinking they can finally get a piece of old Pierce. But no way. I must complete my task. Gotta climb that hill to get an overview. I may have found a good spot for yet another ride, but not sure I have enough strength remaining to see this through. More water. I'm in it up to my neck. Damn it. Structures seem solid enough, but I need to keep my eyes peeled. There could be cracks or holes anywhere, and my tension is failing. Come on, stay awake, P.S. old boy. You're not out of the woods yet. Didn't I already climb that hill? Damn it. I think I'm going in circles. That's it. I think hunger and exhaustion are getting to me. I'm starting to see things. I see goats in the sky. Tall, majestic creatures. They're like gladiators battling across the firmament. Marvelous! Wait a second. What forsaken country am I in? I'm losing it. Pierce's log final entry. If anyone's listening, these are probably my last words. I'm nearing starvation here. Might be about to embark on my last journey. It's okay. I've lived a full life, a beautiful adventure. Oh! A Turkish delight! I've just found a massive stash of sweets under the passenger seat. Alright, I'm back and feeling more alive than ever. Must be this sugar rush. Let's finish this. All I need now is to come up with a car suggestion. Weird visions I had back there. Gladiators in the skies. Silly me. Eureka! The Jeep Gladiator. That's the one. It was here all along. The Jeep as the fighter, the wilderness for its arena. Tell me, listeners, are you not entertained?
That was interesting. Getting closer to the tail end of the playlist. I hope this has been inspiring so far, driver. to ride bikes again, right? Well, here it is. You're in for another biker event. Has specified the KTM 450 yet again. He must be quite fond of that machine. Let's see if you will feel the same after this.
Log, entry number 7. What a great night! See? That's what I like about these wild escapades. You never know what's gonna happen. Anyway, I'm ready to move on. I'm currently driving on the edge of the mountains, and I think this is a route that calls for a bike. Let's see what happens if I keep following the ridge. That's settled. This is going to be a bike event. I reckon they should stick with the KTM 450 here. The Austrian queen of the Enduro Kingdom, with its original competition look this time. Those guys know a thing or two about uneven terrain. I can see the Motorfest grounds from here. Glorious! Had to take a little bathroom break before carrying on, and I happened to notice something a little peculiar. Bear prints all over the trail. Here, in the supposedly bear-free Hawaiian wilderness. Bloody mystery, but no time for that kind of monkey business. I've got an event to wrap up. Oh yeah, that section is definitely going to be part of the show. Bells! More bear tracks! It's starting to play on my mind, to be honest. The presence of a bear here is theoretically impossible, but I don't know. There could be some mighty nature force at work here. As someone once said, life finds a way. All right, Pierce, focus. Here comes a bit of a cliff. My suspension felt that one for sure. that path is complete. Those bear tracks are still bothering me though, listeners. Pierce, old boy, you'd better watch your back.
Only 2 events left, driver, with some big things still in store. The event originally didn't get safety clearance when Pierce pitched it to MotorFest after his test run. But he got them to come around. He's a passionate man. We're talking about a volcanic race with a very hefty vehicle and some out-of-control sections. Stay safe. Hope you enjoyed the race as much as Pierce's feedback. Looks like, yet again, he got himself caught in quite a situation.
recreate. I'm sure of it now. I'm dealing with a bloody bear. According to the news flash I managed to get, the big furry thing escaped from the Honolulu Zoo. He's tracked me all the way to the volcano. That Paddington's after me. I'm gonna climb to the top. You want a piece of me, Teddy B? Come and get me up there. My machine is in dire straits. Come on, buddy, don't let me down. The beast is right behind me. He's managed to follow me up here. Damn it, he's pressuring me. Going back down at full speed, no choice. All right, try to catch me now, you fat bastard. My car almost ended up on its roof. To anybody listening, use a proper sturdy machine for this ride. Like a Hummer, or maybe a bloody tank. What the hell? This animal's not giving up. Maybe some sharp zigs and zags will catch him off guard. Wait for it. Sharp left. Now, to the right. That's it, I think I'm safe. Who's laughing now, bear boy? Some tough ones, but this... God damn, I can't believe it! He's back!
Sounds like our good friend Pierce was in a tight spot back there. But anyway, back to business. This is your last chance for off-road glory, and it's bound to be difficult. You'll have to keep control of a fast rally car through the narrowest paths of Hawaii. This is the final event of this Motorfest series, and it's a banger. The last part of Pierce's adventures. I'm not going to spoil anything for you, but, well, I do have one question. Do all humans talk to bears?
log entry 9. Holy marmalade, another eventful night. That bear eventually caught up with me. Such a resilient opponent. You gotta respect that. But hey, you know what? He turned out to be quite the nice fella. Once we got past the silliness, we really got on like a house on fire. We've got a lot in common, actually. Anyway, we chatted over a fish supper, then went our separate ways. Vaya con Dios, my runaway friend. Live free, I say. Alright, back to work. Our very last trail. I started way up in the mountains, and I'm currently going wild on the descent. This will undoubtedly call for a fast yet versatile vehicle. Thing that comes to mind is the Audi S1 EKS RX Quattro, a 600 HP four-wheel drive. A car that goes like the blazes but still thrives in the tightest of curves. My word, this is going to be spectacular. Like I get to enjoy a final glimpse of that beautiful Hawaiian jungle. Gorgeous. That's it. Got all I need for Volume 2 now. Time for a well-deserved break. Maybe I'll go to the cinema tonight. I hope iRide is still showing. Wow, what a bloody journey. We're through, listeners. Until our next adventure, peace out.
There's a reward vehicle waiting for you. driver. That was a rough one. As you've seen, even the most seasoned specialist wouldn't get out of this playlist unscathed. Yep, and that's an understatement. Wilderness once more, and that calls for a reward. You know the drill. Drive, container, get your prize. Right ahead. This time, we got you a special edition of the Jeep Wrangler. Your off-roading addiction just took a turn for the worse. The new playlist a spin. A new playlist just opened up. Ready for the next objective? Good to go. cars are much more than just vehicles. And around the world, no cars evoke more emotion or generate more fantasy than movie cars. Hollywood for this new playlist. MotorFest is producing a movie, and they're offering you the chance to be the lead stunt driver. Our movie director. He'll pitch you the whole thing. cars are much more than just vehicles. And around the world, no cars evoke more emotion or generate more fantasy than movie cars.
We're rolling?
Yes.
All right. What's up? I'm Rick Martinez, filmmaker, action designer, visionary. They call me the wild child of Hollywood. And
What they say, Rick?
what? My movies are world-renowned pieces of action. Wheel Force, Gas Addict, Crash to Survive. And I'm here in Hawaii with my new Motor Fest buds to shoot my next project, High Ride. Cars are everything in this movie, and you get to be my lead stunt driver. So get ready for some next level stuff, because you're about to enter the Martyverse. See you on set, driver. This is Hollywood. Action!
The entire movie crew is expecting you soon. Ready for some on-set action? What is next in line? Today, you're not just a driver, you're an actor too. In a movie produced by the Motor Fest, driving a car is as much a part of acting as delivering a line. Your first co-star will be the 1968 Austin Mini Cooper, selected by our in-house mechanic and car consultant, Kaya Khanna. We're here. Rick will tell you everything you need to know about the scene. Good luck out there.
Hey, can you move that camera to the right? No, a little bit more to the right. All right, we're behind schedule, people. Let's move it. Let's move it. Hey, you. You're finally here. Welcome to set. Hey, listen, no time for chit-chat. We're starting to shoot right now. And you're my main driver. You know that, right? Can someone bring the drivers to their cars, please? Thank you. So, basically, you're Terry Jones, the main character. And this first scene puts the viewer right in the middle of your busy everyday life. I want you to get in your car. I'm going to give you directions as we go. They say you drive like frickin' Baby Driver. That better be true, my friend. Listen, the festival car consultant is on her way. She's going to catch up with us. The craft does not wait. Come on, everyone. We're doing this. This is High Ride, Scene 1, action.
All right, my friend, this is our first scene, so let's get one thing straight. Sure, your job here may be driving, but you still need to get into character. I want you to feel the scene, you hear me, champ? Remember, your name's Terry Jones. You're a small-time thief, you just robbed a pawn shop, and you got a bunch of goons on your tail. Get yourself out of this mess and drive like you mean it. This is really happening to you. That lane on the road is called the video lane. That's where we need you to drive to get the best shots. Every time you see one of those, you follow it. Don't think twice. Come on, you got this. This is your character's everyday life. You're used to that stuff. Get on that lane right there. It's critical for the shot. Oh yeah, this will look great on camera.
Hey guys, sorry I'm late. How's it going?
Hey there, welcome to my set. Terry, this is our car consultant and mechanic, Miss Akana.
Yeah, call me Kai, man. Hi driver, how have you been since our little vintage garage experience? You did that playlist, right? So for this first scene, we got you an Austin Mini Cooper S, maneuverable and lovely. This car's such a fun ride.
Fun ride before the high ride.
Be kind, rewind.
Here comes the first big stunt. You're gonna lose these guys with this next move, Terry.
I see what you're thinking. Okay, driver, better gun it if you want to make this work.
Nice! With that move, Terry's out of the woods. Just a few more seconds, and it's in the can. Cut! Looks like we got ourselves a driver, and a frickin' hell of an intro.
Great start, Terry Jones.